person responsible for that program for us is standing here to my right, Kurt, and I'd like to read what this says here. Morrison County earns the MCIT Outstanding Performance in the Workers' Compensation Division Award from MCIT. And on behalf of the Chair, Ron Anthony, and Gerd Claybaugh, the Executive Director, congratulations. Morrison County has been selected as the county with outstanding performance in Workers' Compensation Division for 2023. Morrison County has distinguished itself in areas of loss control, risk management, claims administration, and responsiveness to MCIT. MCIT commends the county on its efforts in this area. So across the state of Minnesota, and when looked at the other 87 counties, this was the award that Morrison received. So on behalf of Ron Anthony, the chair, and Gerd Claybaugh, the executive director, I'd like to present this to Kurt here in front of the board and recognize him for his efforts here. Again, Kurt's, I think, a year and a half under his belt and already getting awards for us. So impressive. Congratulations, Kurt. Thank you. All right. Mr. Chair.
Kurt, job well done. Thank you very kindly. And I know it's not just you, it takes a team to do the whole thing, and I got that, I understand that. But as Matt said, and quite honestly, and as you all know, I was not able to make it to AMC this year. I know how important it is, but I was not able to be there. That being said, 87 counties, one county gets that award, and we got it this year, and I'm just thrilled about it. So thank you very kindly for everything that you do. I'll look to the board.
I can just, agree with everything our chairman said. Again, thank you very much, and we appreciate having you in this county.
Pretty impressive for a year and a half, Kurt. Good job. And I think the record should take a picture of you.
That's right.
I'm anticipating that could happen.
Not with us, just you two.
Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I would
It's-
like that.
That's exactly how it
That's
belongs to
impressive,
be.
Kurt. Good job.
Sure, absolutely.
Kurt, thank you. Thank you for all your hard work. A lot of it goes unnoticed, and finally you got the spotlight. Thank you, you earned it. God bless you.
Want to make any comments, Kurt? Sure.
No, you don't.
To your point, it's a group effort. We have some cool things going on, one of them being our safety committee, which makes my life easier for work comp, getting that information out there. HR is head of the safety committee, and that has a group of occupations here that put their input in for all their hazards. And another example I could give of the team effort with this work comp is we did have a work comp claim of someone that tripped in the alley on a crack while kind of sidestepping away from a vehicle, and maintenance, even though that's not our jurisdiction, the alleyway, they were able to get some crack seal from the Public Works Department and fill that. So that's just an
Outstanding.
example of how this is a group effort.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Okay, let's get that picture.
Just those.
That's it. Tabitha, you coming? All right. We won't have to hold hands out. We're gonna get this in the back. Yep. You got it.
Perfect. Perfect.
We know who. Yeah, that's a money saver, dude. All right, again,
All right.
congratulations.
Good job, Kurt.
Good job, Kurt.
My pleasure.
I'll say to the administrator, thank you very much for handling that. Matt, I appreciate it. It's always the cool thing to do before any county board meeting or any other meeting to recognize staff in whatever manner that we do. So thank you for that. Gentlemen, our next item of business is going to be the approval of our consent agenda. I will look to the board and ask if anyone wants to pull anything from our consent agenda for further discussion. If not, I would look for a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. And what we will do from there is this will be a roll call, gentlemen. And the roll call is going to start with Commissioner Casper.
Aye.
Commissioner Lemire.
Aye.
Commissioner Wincher.
Aye.
And myself, Commissioner Jelinski, is an aye vote. That motion passes. Our consent agenda, or excuse me, yes, our approval of our consent agenda is now taken care of. We'll now move into item number 6. The item number 6 on the agenda for today is going to be land services. I will look to Miss Amy. Good Good morning, Miss Amy, how are you?
I'm doing well, and you?
Phenomenal, thank you very, very kindly.
If I may speak, Mr.
Oh, absolutely.
Amy, since the applicant's not here, are you still required to give us the proposal on the application from Planning Commission? Or I would like to make a motion or something to delay it for 2 weeks, because I think the applicant should be here.
Mr. Chair,
Please.
since the public hearing is where the applicant must be here, and they were at that, they don't have to be here
Right.
today, but if that is your comfort level, then we certainly can table this. We are okay on the 60-day rule as far
Okay.
as for making a decision, so if that is the wish of the board.
And again, the reason I'm bringing that up, Mr. Chair, is there's a couple things, and I'm all for this horse training or whatever they have, but there's a couple questions I had of the applicant, and they're not here, so that's kind of why, if we could table it for 2 weeks, and hopefully they can reach out to the applicant to show up for the meeting.
I think what we can do is we can ask Miss Amy to contact the applicant and let the applicant know that the board tabled this item for 2 weeks. As I recall, being at the Planning Commission meeting, the applicant said that she did work. And I have no idea whatsoever, none of us do, of course, if she's willing to take time off of her work schedule to come here. And if not, then we would have to proceed as we normally would. I'm fine with tabling if that's what the board decides to do, I'm fine with doing it that
I'm
way.
one vote, so again.
Exactly, I have no problem with that. So is that a motion?
Yeah, I'd like to make a motion to table it for 2 weeks.
Okay. I'd look for a second. Okay, we've got a second.
Mr. Chair,
Yes?
just to get to the nuance here, the Commissioner Wincher said to table for 2 weeks. Would you amend that to table until the board meeting on the 19th of December?
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
That's
for-
proper,
good
because,
catch.
yes, thank you,
That's why we have you here.
thank you.
And then just so the board knows, I believe when an item's tabled, it takes a supermajority to bring it back out for discussion, and that will be brought up on the 19th then, if this motion passes.
That's correct.
All right, yeah, I'll amend my motion. Thank you for that.
So we have a motion, we have a second, we have discussion. Hearing none, those in favor?
All right,
Those opposed? That motion passes. That
Okay.
item is tabled. Ms.
All
Amy,
right.
thank you very much for your time. Do you have anything else for us today?
That was all I had.
Wow.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Excellent. Thank you, thank you. All right, next item on our agenda this morning is going to be our administrator's report. Turn over to Matt.
Mr. Chair, I have nothing else to report to the board this week. Well, I should stop myself. I would point out to the rest of the board, I mentioned to the chair beforehand, of course, we are in the end of the season here, so we are preparing our resolutions and actions to close out 23, and then 24 will be upon us, and we'll be ready to roll out into 24, just as we have in years past. And then a reminder of tonight's meeting, Truth and Taxation, here at the county this evening. That's all I have, Mr. Chair.
Okay, and gentlemen, I will look to the board and I will let the board know this is a public hearing tonight. It's a board meeting. I would expect that we will be in the same attire as we are in right now. This is how we should present ourselves. I'll look to the board. Do we have anything from anyone? I will look to Tabitha. Do we have to go through schedules, Tabitha?
Yes, we should.
And those schedules would take us from when to when, please?
December 17th through December 30th.
17th through the 30th. Gentlemen, does anyone want to jump up and say, pick me, I'll go first?
you just said it.
Okay, I'll go first. Thank you. Hopefully I have everything right. December 19th at 9 o'clock in the morning, we will have a county board meeting here in the county board room. On the 20th of December at 11 o'clock in the morning, I have a Central Minnesota Emergency Services Board Executive Committee meeting, followed by, at 1 o'clock, a full board meeting of the Emergency Services Board. That meeting is held in St. Cloud at the city of St. Cloud. At 5 o'clock that evening, I have a Hands of Hope meeting, which will be virtual. On the 21st at 10 o'clock in the morning, I have a Central Minnesota Emergency Services Board Owners and Operators meeting. And at 2 o'clock, I believe, that afternoon, these are both virtual. At 2 o'clock that afternoon, I'll have a virtual meeting with the 2024 Public Safety Communications Conference Planning Committee. On the 26th, we would suggest that we might have county board on that day. However, we do not have county board on the 26th of December. There is no county board meeting that day, and there is also no public planning commission, board of adjustment, no PCBOA on the 26th of December. On the 29th of December, as this board has historically done, is the last day of the year, last working day of the year. So at 9 o'clock in the morning on the 29th of December, this county board will meet here in the county board room. And that's all that I have as it is right now. Don't know if I missed anything. I'll turn it over to Commissioner Wincher.
Yes, there's one, did you say 8:30 on the 29th, we're having the board meeting? Is that, I have that written down for some reason.
If I said 8:30, I was wrong.
I know,
'cause it
I'm saying 8:30.
Should be at 9 o'clock.
Is it at 9 o'clock? Okay, that's good, thank you for that. Okay, and then this for Tabitha. Soil and Water is this Friday, so that's, I already put it on the schedule for last week, but just to verify that. TCC is canceled for Christmas. They will not have one this month. Otherwise, our chair has covered everything that I have.
Commissioner Lemire.
21st, Safety Committee, 2 o'clock, Pierce Conference Room. 27th, HRA, 9 o'clock at HRA. And on the 29th, Jeff, there's a CMES, EMS Joint Powers Board.
Oh, thank you. There is, however, thank you for catching that. That meeting is canceled. And that meeting is canceled. It's the last meeting of the year. I've talked to the executive director, if you will, and that meeting will be canceled because probably most boards are going to actually meet that morning, so.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair.
Commissioner Casper.
Yes, Mr. Chair, I just have two dates to add to what you folks have is, Tuesday, December 19th, I have a community development meeting at Pine Country Bank at 12 o'clock. And then also that same week, December 21st on Thursday, I have the Morrison County Airport meeting. And
Okay.
that would do it, thank you.
Okay. All right, Tabitha, does that fill in the blanks pretty well for you?
16 minutes.
Excellent.
Mr. Chair, I'd just point out that the 25th, the Government Center will be closed on Christmas Day,
Thank
with the
you.
exception of our 24/7 operations.
Absolutely. I will turn to the board and I will ask again, is there anything further that needs to come before this board this morning? Hearing nothing, it's 9:15. This meeting is adjourned.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
All right.
Welcome.